What is continued ratio? If 3 or more quantities are compared, the term continued ratio will come into picture, and all the quantities must be of same kind. Let's look at an example. Here we have 3 quantities, rupees 200, rupees 400 and rupees 600. All these 3 quantities are same kind because all of them are rupees. So we can do ratio for these 3 quantities. So that is 200 is to 400 is to 600. Here we have to remember the 2 important properties of ratio. The first property is the terms of a ratio always have to be expressed as integers. Here all these 3 terms are integers. Okay, now the second property, a ratio always has to be expressed to its lowest term or in its simplest form. But this ratio is not in its simplest form because there is a common divisor 200 for all the 3 terms, so we can simplify. So we have to divide each term of the ratio by 200, which is a common divisor of 200, 400 and 600. So we divide each term by 200 to simplify the ratio. When you divide 200 by 200, you will get 1. When you divide 400 by 200, you will get 2. When you divide 600 by 200, you will get 3. So 1 is to 2 is to 3 is a continued ratio of the 3 quantities rupees 200, rupees 400 and rupees 600. Let's look at one more example. Let's consider the 3 quantities 1/3, 1/6 and 1/8. Okay, now I want to do ratio for these 3 quantities. I want to do continued ratio because we have 3 quantities. I want to do continued ratio for these 3 quantities. So 1/3 is to 1/6 is to 1/8. Okay, just now we discussed an important property of ratio, that is the terms of a ratio always have to be expressed as integers. But here the terms of this ratio are fractions. So we have to express each term of the ratio as an integer. To do that, what I need to do is I have to find the least common multiple of the 3 denominators 3, 6 and 8. Okay, let's find the least common multiple of the 3 denominators 3, 6 and 8. Okay, is there any common divisor for all the 3 numbers 3, 6 and 8? No. So is there any common divisor at least for 2 numbers? Yes. So for 3 and 6 there is a common divisor 3. Otherwise we can get a common divisor for 6 and 8, that is 2. Okay, let's choose the first and second numbers. So there is a common divisor of 3 for 3 and 6. I am going to divide by 3. When I divide this 3 by 3, I get 1. When I divide this 6 by 3, I get 2. But 8 cannot be divided by 3, so we have to take this 8 as it is. Okay, now is there any common divisor for all the 3 numbers 1, 2 and 8 other than 1? The common divisor what we say must be other than 1. So there is no common divisor for all the 3 numbers 1, 2 and 8. Is there any common divisor for 2 numbers? Yes, it is. There is a common divisor for 2 and 8, that is 2. So we can divide it by 2. When you cannot divide this 1 by 2, so we have to take this 1 as it is. When you divide this 2 by 2, you will get 1. When you divide this 8 by 2, you will get 4. Now is there any common divisor for all these 3 numbers? No. At least for 2 numbers? No. So we have to stop the process and we have to multiply 3, 2, 1, 1, 4. 3 times 2 is 6, 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 4 is 24. So 24 is the least common multiple of the 3 numbers 3, 6 and 8. So now we have to make each denominator as 24. So to make this denominator 3 as 24, I am going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 8 in the first fraction. In the second fraction, I am going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 4 to make this denominator 6 as 24. So 4 into 1 by 4 into 6. In the third fraction, I am going to multiply by 3. So I get 8 by 24, 4 by 24, 3 by 24. Okay, now I got the same denominator 24 for all the 3 fractions. So now I can easily remove this denominator 24. What I should do? It's very simple. I have to multiply each fraction by 24. When I multiply 8 by 24 by 24, so 24 and 24 can be cancelled, I'll get 8. The same thing I can do in 4 by 24, that is 4 by 24 into 24. I'll get 4. So if you do the same thing in the third fraction, 3 by 24, you will get 3. So if you multiply each term of this ratio by 24, you will be getting 8:4:3. Now all the 3 terms of the ratio are expressed as integers. Okay, is there any common divisor for all the 3 terms, 8, 4 and 3? No. So it's in simplest form. So 8:4:3 is a continued ratio of the 3 quantities 1/3, 1/6 and 1/8.